Have you been feeling smaller than usual lately? And are you ready to get your confidence back? Maybe you've caught yourself going quiet in a meeting you used to walk into with your shoulders back. Maybe you've hesitated before hitting publish on something you'd normally post without a second thought. Maybe you've answered a client or a teammate with fewer words than you actually meant to say. Maybe you can't name any one thing, you just feel smaller than usual and you're not sure why. Hi, I'm Christina. I'll be your guide through this meditation. So please find a comfortable position, get cozy, plant your feet flat on the floor, and rest your arms somewhere where they feel supported. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breath, to the movement of the air in and out of your body. Let's take a few deep breaths together. Deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. One more. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And now let your breathing return to normal. Imagine there are roots growing from the base of your body, reaching down through the floor beneath you, down through the earth, and down to its very core. Let those roots grow steady and strong. And now imagine those roots spreading wide, reaching around the entire globe, connecting you to something larger than this moment. Feel how steady this makes you, how balanced, how safe. If at any point you feel less grounded, simply bring your attention back to your feet on the floor and remember those roots holding you safe, holding you steady, and holding you strong. You're here because you've been standing in a bit of fog lately, a dimmer room than usual, quieter, more careful, less visible, not necessarily because anything is wrong, but as a kind of leftover protection. Notice where that shows up in your body. A tightness in your chest, shoulders hunched over or pulled in, a breath you've been holding without realizing it. It's as if some part of you stepped back into a shadow without quite meaning to. That posture has been protecting something. Maybe it's the launch that didn't land the way you hoped. Maybe it's a number you weren't ready to say out loud yet. Maybe it's a conversation with a client or a team member that went sideways, and you're still replaying it. Maybe it's a deadline you quietly moved and haven't told anyone. Or maybe there isn't one clear thing. Maybe it's just the shadow itself, a general feeling of being smaller than usual without any name attached to it. Let whatever it actually is, or isn't, come into focus now. You don't need to solve it. You don't need to explain it. You don't even need to know exactly what it is, even if it's just a feeling. Just notice that it's there. For the next few minutes, you don't have to keep holding it. Not because it's resolved, not because it's finished, just because you don't have to carry it every single second. And let this be one of the moments that you set it down. Begin to loosen your grip on whatever you've been holding up to keep yourself protected. Let it soften gently, the way you'd unclench a hand you didn't realize was still closed. As you do, notice the fog around you beginning to thin, the shadow beginning to loosen. Not in a burst, just a soft clearing. Notice your posture beginning to straighten on its own, your chest opening, your breath deepening. Not because you're forcing confidence, because for this moment, there's nothing you have to hold, and the room is lightening around you. Now, picture yourself back in a specific moment in your business, a meeting, a room, maybe in front of a client. Notice that the version of you that would normally hang back here, the one who would stay quiet, keep the camera off, the one that would let someone else take the lead. Notice that version of you. But this time, notice a warmth reaching you instead, like sunlight finally breaking through on a day that's been overcast for a while. It's not harsh, it's not exposing, it's just a warm, steady light landing on your shoulders, on your face. Notice that the people in this room aren't looking at you the way you feared they might. They're not waiting for you to shrink. They're simply here, willing to meet you where you actually are. Let that warmth settle into you. Let your shoulders receive it instead of bracing against it. This time, you don't have to shrink away from being seen. You get to let it land and let yourself be met. This was never about being loud or even the center of attention. It's about stepping out of the shadow instead of staying in it. And now let's take a few more deep breaths together. Deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Let your breathing return to normal. And when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the room around you and open your eyes. Where are you still protecting something that already passed? I hope that today's session allowed you to step back into the warmth and away from that shadow for long enough to realize that all you have to do is give yourself a few moments, not holding on to that thing, not staying in the dark. Allow yourself a little bit of light. I hope you have the best day ever.